Well, hello, welcome to the Cruise Diary, and let's have another look at the Discovery in Harwich. This is the welcome you get when you go on board. These guys will greet you, take you to your cabin, and carry your hand luggage for you too. We didn't have much of a chance to look around the ship yesterday, so we will now. This is the onboard cinema. Not many ships actually have a purpose-built cinema. They also, as well as films, they have guest lecturers in here and shopping tours, port talks. One of the many bars, and there's the other showroom. This is the main one, in fact. This is where they put on the onboard entertainment and stuff. The bars are lovely. They're really spacious and nicely laid out. There's the ubiquitous jigsaw puzzle. Whatever you do, don't knock that table during a cruise. The Discovery Lounge is one of the main lounges towards the aft of the ship. Just the other side of it, you can see the outside deck. We'll see more of that later on. Purser's desk. Talk about getting your wires crossed. Just watch the girls there. Wonder what was happening there. Beautiful lobby though, isn't it? Nice and light and spacious, even though it's inside the ship. And look above them, you can see the parade of shops. It's the usual cruise ship shopping fare, but it's laid out beautifully. There's a general store, jewellery, clothing, everything you need. And it looks more spacious than it is. I really loved this ship, you know, I was really impressed. The Seven Continents restaurant is the main dining room, 2 sittings, fixed dining. Well, I've just had a brilliant lunch here in the main restaurant on the Discovery. They're now setting the place up for the evening, for the first night for the passengers joining the cruise today. I'm going to go off and try and track down Mark Cameron, the chief engineer, who's my mate from years ago. I'm really enjoying today, superb. Hope you are. Now, finding a way down to the engine room isn't easy. It's not shown on any of the ship's maps, but at least the ship has got maps. You can't really get lost on here. Well, here we are. This is the engine control room of the Discovery. Absolutely off limits to passengers. A real treat to be here. The reason I'm here is because of my mate Mark Cameron, chief engineer. We go back how long?
10 years.
10 years.
Sunbird.
The Sunbird.
Yeah, Sunbird with Sun Cruises. Yeah.
Great days.
Yeah. There's a lot of water gone under the keel since then, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I've been on board Discovery for 4.5 years now, and it's a nice friendly ship. At the moment on here, the only problems I can think to hand are providing Sky Sports for the passengers. We recently had to broadcast the Ashes series,
yeah.
And as we were coming down the channel, the satellite went behind the forward mast and we couldn't broadcast, we lost the signal. So the captain changed course so the passengers could see the Ashes, the final day of the Ashes.
It's a good job it didn't last too long then, isn't it, really?
That's right, yeah. Apart from that, the engineers have been asked to take part in the crew talent show. So I've got 16 members of the engine room team being converted from engineers to T-Birds to perform the Grease Lightning song from Grease. So that's the biggest problem we have at the moment.
When you're down here in the engines, do you actually get to see much of the itineraries?
Yes, we're fortunate we've got 37 guys working in the engine room, so once the maintenance is all done and carried out, then I give the guys a few hours off to go and see the different places we go to. So we're quite fortunate that we managed to get a show occasion.
Yeah. A ship like this, of course, it doesn't just do round and round on the Med run or round and round on the Caribbean run. I mean, you're all over the place, aren't you?
No, the Discovery has a wonderful worldwide itinerary. So we have to work in completely different conditions.
Yeah.
After the new year, we're heading off to India, down into the Indian Ocean, and then Christmas we should be spending in Sri Lanka, and then we're off to the Far East, which is the first for the Discovery.
Fabulous, because that's the change thing, because previously it was the Antarctic, wasn't it, for Christmas?
That's right, yeah. We had some fantastic seasons down the Antarctic, but the passengers come back to us all the time, and often in the comment cards they've put, we would like a new itinerary. So we're giving them this year the Far East, yeah. And we hope to have a successful season out there.
Yeah, it's a bit of a Sun Cruises reunion though, isn't it, this? Because there's you, I saw Anna Gibson earlier on.
That's right, yeah, and we have a wonderful shore excursion team, Nikki and Julie, they were both Sun Cruises. The hotel engineer, Ricky Hudson, he's from Sun Cruises also. And we have a lot of the waiters in the restaurant who I've sailed with on Carousel, Sundream, Seawing and a Sunbird.
Sure, yeah. And one of the captains, Johnny Brock.
John Brocklehurst's on vacation at the moment. You just missed him. He was on board a couple of weeks ago. But Captain Derek Kemp's at the helm at the moment.
Yeah.
But it's a nice, friendly ship, and it's wonderful to see the passengers coming back all the time.
Sure, I bet it is, yeah. Mark, brilliant to catch up with you.
Steve, before you go, I'd like to issue you with a much sought after Discovery ballpoint pen, which the passengers win in cruises. Now, these are to be treasured. So there you go. That's for you.
I shall look after this. I really will.
Okay.
Mark, brilliant. Cheers.
Lovely to see you.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
Take care, mate. What a great bloke he is, Mark Cameron, the chief engineer. Right, outside and aft, there's a pool, plenty of sun space. Very windy in Harwich, by the way. And this lounge is immediately before you get to that space. Piano bar and things like that. I think actually this bar is one of my favourites on the ship. Partly because it's so near to the outside one, and you can only smoke outside. Inside the ship's completely non-smoking. They've got a sculptor on board as well. He makes these things. Sells a few. Another bar, the Hideaway bar. That wall on the right-hand side opens up to reveal the photographs. And this is the card room. Internet centre is actually pretty good. I think there's either 6 or 8 terminals. Now this is a beautiful room. Now in the daytime this is an extension to the Lido really, but in the evenings it turns into a specialty restaurant. Different themes every night of the week, Chinese, Italian, stuff like that. There's no extra charge, however you do have to book because it's that popular. Now back outside, well kind of, it's unusual for a small ship like this, but it's actually got a sliding solarium roof which they do open. A couple of jacuzzis. This is big ship facilities on a small ship. That's not real grass. This is the outside of the sliding roof. And there you are, 18 times round it, 1 mile. Loads of sun space on the back, but I'm heading to the front because I'm now going to have a meeting with the captain. Here we are then with the master of the Discovery, Captain Derek Kemp. First of all, I've enjoyed this tour around your ship, sir. It's been superb.
Yeah, it's a fascinating ship. It's what you would consider a classic cruise ship, as opposed to the new ones.
Now, you've been with her as Discovery since the start, haven't you?
It's right from the start, right? When we started off actually sailed in 2003, but it was the putting together before that, 2002. That's when we started, yes.
And in fact, that's 7 years out of, that leaves another 43 unaccounted for.
Yes, absolutely. No, I've been around the world and quite a few times. The company before this was Renaissance Cruises, and then I started off the Saga Rose, got that up and running for Saga, and before that, basically I was on an expedition ship called the Caledonian Star with. What was the name of that company? I forget that now. Yeah, Caledonian Star with Noble Caledonia, and we travelled the world with that. Absolutely tremendous ship as well. So, we try to do a similar thing here, which is what we call type of cruising, not quite expedition, soft expedition, and that's educational cruising. That's what we call it.
Sure. Yeah, edutainment perhaps.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. It works very, very well.
Because she's small enough to go to places that the huge megaliners can't possibly reach.
Absolutely correct. And we do go out of our way to find places that other cruise ships do not go as regular callers. And all our itineraries are based around this idea of educational cruising and with, to the name, discovery, voyages of discovery. We like to discover new places and do new places.
Yeah, because I was just talking to the chief engineer, Mark. He was telling me that you're not going to the Antarctic for Christmas this year.
We're giving Antarctica a break. We've done it for the last 6 years, and we've decided to go out to the Far East. So Christmas, I think today, this year is going to be in Colombo, which should be nice and warm.
Beautiful.
Nice change.
Yeah, it's a nice day today, and it's actually quite calm, isn't it? How does the ship ride?
She's a very, very good sea ship. She was built, as I said, a classic passenger ship, very good sea ship. As I say, when you're down in the Antarctic here, right, we will move a bit, but certainly not as much as some of the others. Yeah. And it's a bit blowy today, bit of a breeze outside, but it'll be with us on the way to Norway, southerly wind, so passengers have a very nice, comfortable time.